Good morning, my colleagues. I am Mr. Yohanna. I am a teacher of English at La Rose de Lisieux Language Schools located at Docky. Today I want to share you my experience in class management. Actually, there are some steps, some rules how to make class management and how to prepare an ideal lesson. Before entering the class, you have to decide on many points. The first one is what will be written on the board and how the board will be divided. Will it be divided in two parts or three parts or more than three parts? What will be written on the board and what will be said orally? And you set a time for each task in class. Actually, there are many steps how to make good class management, and they can be applied with all subjects, not English only. Number one, and I consider it the most important one, it says enthusiasm breeds enthusiasm. If the teacher is enthusiastic to sell, the students will be enthusiastic to buy. Number two, make your students feel the importance of what you are doing, the importance of what you are saying to them. Number three, moving around the class is very important to make your students know that they are not out of your reach. They are not out of your reach. Focusing on brilliant students or students who want to take part is entirely unacceptable. Every student must call upon, and neglecting students who are absent-minded and who are not with you is entirely unacceptable too. Okay, you should give enough material for the students. You should give enough material to the students and enough practice, because the proverb says that practice makes perfection. Practice makes perfection. The students have to practice what they have learned. The students must practice what they have learned before leaving the class and before going home. You have to be a well-organized teacher. You should divide the board well, and each heading must be underlined, and your good handwriting on the board is very crucial, is very significant. For example, if you are offering a grammar lesson, like what is written on the board, you write, for example, the future form is the future symbol, because actually we have more than 7 ways how to express the future. The first way of them is the future with the future symbol. So, study these examples. Someone is knocking the door, I will answer it. And that technique is called inductive technique, because we have deductive technique, the traditional one, inductive technique, and the mixed one. Okay, you ask your students, what do you notice about this sentence on the board? Someone might say, I will answer it. So it is a quick decision. So you write the rule for them. You move to number two. I think man will be able to live on the moon in the future. You ask the students about their observation. They might say, it is predictions based on opinions, and we can find the verb think. So you write the rule for them that we use the future symbol for predictions based on opinions, not based on evidence, and with the verb think. You move to number three. My father will buy me a new mobile if I come first in the exam. The students might say to you, it's a promise, teacher. It's a promise, yes. Sure, it's a promise. Very good. Because we can use the future symbol in promising. Move to number 4, and you can notice that number 1 is parallel to number 4, and number 2 is parallel to number 5, and number 3 is parallel to number 6, and there are 3 here and other 3 there. Number 4, if you come late to school, I will call up your parents. The students might say to you, it's a threat. Very good, it's a threat. So we can use the future symbol in threatening with threats. You write the rule for them. Will you help me with my math homework? Wow, it is a request. Will you help me with my math homework? So future symbol can be used with requests. Move to the last one. I will carry the heavy bag for you. The opposite of request is offer. So we can use well with offers. You write the rule for them. The last steps of the lesson is to keep asking them some questions to check their understanding, to check that the message of the lesson was delivered or not, and was it grasped or not. And the last thing to do is to wrap the lesson. Wrap the lesson means you sum up the lesson and you write clearly for the students the home assignment. You can write for them. You are asked to answer exercise number 3, page 4, students book. Thank you for your good listening. Wait for the next episode, and I think it will be very soon. Goodbye.